Hello.
Welcome back.
We're your host. I'm Khalid, but you can call me KK.
And I'm Leah, and this is As We Go.
And today, as you can tell by the title, we're just talking about living it up, living life to the fullest, what that means to us, how we attempt to live our lives to the fullest. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty
Yeah, just how we do it. If you guys follow us or know anything about us, you guys know that we do typically live our life to the fullest and
as much
most
as we
of
can.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I guess we just dive right in.
Yeah, for sure. So what's coming up very, very, very recent for us? I think you leave not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow.
No, tomorrow. The day after tomorrow is my birthday. I leave tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so Leah leaves in what? A day.
We did just say that, but
Leah leaves in a day, and I leave to Mexico City in 6 days. Now it's 6 days.
Oh yeah, okay, 6 days.
Now
Dang,
6
that's
days.
crazy.
I know, everything's happening so fast. And then after Mexico City, I'm going to Paris. Then after Paris, I'm meeting up with Leah at the airport where we'll fly to Orlando and be there like for 4 days, 3-4 days. And then
we're hopping on a cruise ship
for 7 days.
Our very first cruise, and we get to experience it together. So I'm very excited for that. We do have a nice balcony room. Where are we stopping at? We're stopping at
Honduras.
Yes, Mahogany Bay.
Mm-hmm. Cozumel. So back to Mexico, and I'm excited about that because it's going to be my second time there.
Yeah, and then Celebration Keys, which is like
Bahamas, right?
Yes, the private island of Carnival.
And is that just 3?
Just 3. It's a 7-day cruise. We have a lot of at sea days, which there was another option that we had that would have left the 19th through 26th. That's why we were in both the groups. Okay. But I forget. Oh, because he had to be in Paris. That's why it didn't work. That's why we ended up doing this cruise. But anyway, you should say what you're doing in Paris because that's some cool stuff you got going on.
Yeah, so the main reason is for Lollapalooza. Shout out to Bicky. That's my birthday gift. We're going to Friday and Sunday. Friday headlining is Olivia Rodrigo and Benson Boone. We can get into him later because I have so many mixed feelings about him. Olivia Rodrigo, she's cool.
Yeah, she's young and
fun. Like I fuck with some of her music, so I feel like that'd be cool to see her. And then Sunday headlining is Justin Timberlake. Which
did I know that? What the hell?
You should have.
What the hell? That's cool.
Yeah, because that was honestly the main thing. So yeah, that's gonna be really.
Who else is headlining Sunday, or it's just him?
To see. The only one that I know. Okay. Oh, but I get to see Ray and Flo on Sunday. Sunday as well. So I'm really excited about that.
Okay, nice little one up there, and it's in Paris. Yeah. And you also arrive the day before.
Bastille Day,
and that's gonna be amazing.
Which is gonna be amazing, and I just stumbled upon it on TikTok. And there's going to be an amazing fireworks show at the Eiffel Tower, which is wild that I'm kind of excited to go see that because honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of fireworks.
But it's in Paris and it's the Eiffel Tower, cool. And just seeing that, seeing the Eiffel Tower all lit up. I guess the locals don't like it all lit up. They think it looks tacky. But as an American, seeing it all lit up, it's like, wow, it's so pretty. So just imagining the fireworks behind it, it's like, oh, it's gonna be so beautiful.
The videos were amazing. So I'm pretty sure in person is gonna go
do some research and find out the best spot to see it at, so you can just get a great view. It'll be cool.
I'm so excited. And then there's performances. There's a parade that day. They have performances from local artists and international artists as well, and it's all free.
That's gonna be great. How long are you in Paris?
I just found that out today. I'm in Paris for a week. So I really love the schedule. Can I run down the schedule?
Run down the schedule. Tell us how you're living it up right now.
All right. So August 2nd is when I fly to Mexico City. I'll be there for my friend's Asia's 30th birthday.
He's lying.
What'd I say?
August 2nd? July?
July 2nd. July 2nd. Okay, so I'll be there July 2nd to July 11th. Then I fly back home. I will be home for the 12th, all of the 12th. I get in at like midnight, and then I leave the 13th at like 2 in the afternoon on the 13th. And then I'm in Paris from the 14th to the 21st, I believe, which is a Sunday. So like the day after Lollapalooza, I head to the airport. Then I get in at midnight the 22nd. And 6 hours later, I have a flight to Orlando with Leah.
So he's definitely living it up right now.
Yeah.
That schedule is incredible.
Yeah. And the ship takes off June 26th. And then we're back home
July
August.
26th. He don't know his months, y'all. Forgive him.
Yeah.
Today is July 26th. I mean, June.
See, it's a lot going on. It's been a late night. It's hot. There was a bird in here. This season so far, I feel like we've been living it up with just experiencing
for
season
real.
2.
And then after we get back what, August 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a show that I want us all to go to on that Sunday. So I'm still hoping that we all get to go see.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's in Cleveland, so I feel like we might as well.
Yeah.
Get the whole crew.
Let's see if I'm working that day. What day is the 2nd of August?
The 2nd of August is on a Saturday. And then the party that I want us to go to is the 3rd.
Okay. Okay. But then I'll work on the 4th.
So it's a 12. It's a day party. It's a day party.
Okay, sweet.
It's just at 12.
Okay, sweet.
We gonna party. Okay.
Let's make it happen.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so speaking of living it up, someone's been living for quite some time now.
But not as long as you. But that is correct. My birthday is on Saturday.
Yes, how are you?
The 28th, and I will be 29.
How are you going to live it up on your
Feeling
birthday?
very divine. I am going to be spoiled and living lavish.
In what way?
I'm going to be in warm weather, maybe on a beach.
Love that.
And I'm going to eat good food.
Yum.
And I'm going to, have a good time.
Yeah. I feel like that's all you can really ask for on your birthday.
No, for sure.
It's a good vibe. So I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I know. This is wild. I feel like we spent my birthday together this year. And last year we spent your birthday together. But I feel like we don't really spend our birthdays together.
I don't even know how I spend my birthdays most of the time. No, you spent my birthday with me in Vegas that one year when I turned 22.
Okay, yeah. So I think we're like 2. I can remember spending your birthday with you twice. And I can
Columbus and Vegas?
Yeah, and I can remember you spending my birthday with me twice.
When was the other time I spent? Oh, okay, me too.
Cleveland and this year. Oh, no.
Yeah.
3 times. Next subject.
Okay, how about what are some ways that you try to live it up when you're not traveling? Not everyone, is as amazing and awesome of a life as you and can just go and travel for a month plus. So what are some ways when you're like at home or, nothing too extravagant that you can live it up in like your everyday life?
I would say constantly listening to music.
Okay.
So it kind of makes life feels like a party always.
That makes sense.
And like the people that I have around me, like I feel like you're so much fun, even if we're just like relaxing or chilling in the house all day or in the studio working. It's a lot of fun. As we go, being creative.
Sure.
Definitely, I feel like that's a great way to like live it up as well.
Yeah.
You?
I think just like really enjoying each day that comes, whether it's just I don't know, even just going for a run, it just feels like, oh, this is something that's like feels so good right now. And like, oh, I'm really like living and doing something. I don't know. It just feels really like good. So I think just like finding the appreciation in the moment and like doing things that you actually enjoy and things that, are good for you and good for your mind and stuff like that. That just really makes me feel like I'm getting the most out of life and like living it up.
Have your definition or views on what it means to, live life to the fullest changed since you were like younger to now?
I'm sure it has. Living life to the fullest. I don't know, because I wouldn't say it probably meant a lot more like partying and everything, but like I'm still here for the partying. I'm still living it up at the clubs. So I guess maybe just like more fulfillment now. And like I said, like nourishing my body, finding the friendships and relationships that really mean something to me. Just living it up just means like, you're just really trying to make the most out of every situation, out of every relationship, and just get the most out of life that is presented in front of you, I guess.
Yeah.
How about you?
I feel like I agree. Definitely, like now, there's more of like even calm like moments that's included in living it up. So just like
Right.
being outside, being able to like, walk around barefoot in the grass and just relax and listen to music while drinking tea in the morning or something like that. Now that's a part of living it up
Right.
to me versus like, it's like going to party and travel all the time.
Yeah.
So
Although like I said, we are
that's
still here to
part
party
of
and
it.
travel,
Yeah, for
okay?
sure.
Especially traveling while partying while traveling.
Two up.
But I do think that like I would like to be, maybe a little bit more relaxing on a beach.
Mm-hmm. A little more often.
With a couple nights of the partying. I'm gonna still drink on the beach and still have a little fun, whatever. But
so before you were traveling as much as you do now, what were ways like, and outside of the club, what were like other ways you would like live it up?
my friends, hanging out with my friends still for sure, which I still, really do think that plays a really big part in my enjoyment of my life. Just being around the people. Even we're just watching our shows, our trash reality TV together, or whatever we're doing. Just the funny comments and just like the way that you guys see me, it makes me feel like I'm supposed to be here, I guess. So that's cool.
That's beautiful. Maybe my friend Destiny, maybe this is like right after we graduated and stuff like that. We would go to like furniture stores, like just randomly, just checking out all their furniture. That used to be fun to me, checking out random antique stores and, like I said, furniture stores. Specifically furniture stores. I always thought those were really cool.
Would you ever take your future spouse to like a mattress store and just like lay on all the mattresses, like cuddle and try to figure out the right one in front of everybody?
I don't think I wouldn't.
Okay.
You?
I say we should get a couple glasses of wine at dinner beforehand and then come over here. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be the perfect like segue to that. All right, so we talked about the past. We've talked about the future. Okay, I guess the question I'm about to ask is about the past, but more so the more like more recent past, like closer to the present.
Okay.
What are some ways you've been living it up?
Okay, traveling. I've been traveling a lot this year. I've tried to get in at least 2 trips a month, so I think that's pretty good. So that's number 1. I've been trying. I mean, it kind of ties in with like the travel, but I've really been trying to um make more intentional time with my friends who are not in close proximity to me. I mean, even I'm an hour away, so it's a little bit harder for us now still, but still it's way easier for me to hang out with you and Nikki, versus Caleb and Ann and Mayana. So I really have been trying to be like, okay, if I want to see this person or I really care for this person, I really should invest my time and my energy into it. And I'm traveling anyway, so why would I not, just change the route and we're gonna go here and see them. So I've really been trying to do that more. And I'm really, really bad at like texting and calling and like sometimes I think I should just have a landline. But I have been trying a little bit harder, to text people back. So if you're my friend, I hope you guys have realized that I'm trying really hard here for you. I love you. But yeah, I try to be more intentional with everything that I do and like really think about the consequences of my actions and like the positive and the negative. Like, I really do get to choose what relationships are nourishing and where I put my energy, it's what's going to put its energy back into me. So I guess that. What was the question again?
So insightful.
How are you doing it? How have you been recently? Have you been living it up?
Honestly, I would say work. Every work. I have so much fun at work. I literally sing and dance all day, and I think being able to interact with people, especially the community, and getting feedback on how much
energy and light you bring to the world.
Yeah, and like they can feel it, and they express like, it makes their day a little better. Yeah, they express gratitude for it, so it just makes it even better and even more fun.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I get to be joyful, bubbly, playful.
And people love it.
And people love it, and they join in on it and stuff like that. Even early in the morning where, people are on their way to work or they just got off of work from a long night. And, it's fun. It's fun.
That's good.
I've been living it up.
It's really nice that, you can have somewhere that brings you money and you don't mind doing it,
You hear me?
So more power to you.
That's a vibe.
Clap, clap, clap.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What are some ways, like when you...
Because there's like a weird pause.
So when you think about, your future, maybe 10, 15 years, you're more established, you're doing your thing, you're in the groove of it all. You've officially, you've been an adult longer than you've been a kid. Because I realized this recently. Everyone makes a big deal about turning 30, but at 30, you still have been a child longer than you were an adult. Anyway, what are some ways that you hope you can incorporate into your life that you think may make your life feel, more fulfilling or like you're living it up more? Something that you
like when I'm in my 30s. Oh, no, you said like in 10, 15?
Well, yeah.
Things that I want to keep?
No, things that you want to incorporate.
I feel like that's a hard question to answer. That's a good question. Do you have an answer?
You're always supposed to have an answer when you ask a question. I would like to, I guess like live it up more by like taking like more intentional care of myself, like massages and scrubs and like just like I'm living it up by like just laying here and taking it all in and feeling good, and I'm gonna get out and feel all rejuvenated and great, and I'm gonna do great things.
Okay. Same.
Okay. And let's see, how else do I want to live it up? I obviously want to keep on traveling, travel to more places. I'm here for like some adventurous sport to find. Like maybe I start snowboarding. I did snowboard once. Or like skiing, or like it ain't gotta be the snow. It could be.
I would love to go skiing. That's been on like my bucket list for a minute. Not skiing, but going to a ski resort or like having a cabin trip with some friends.
I went
mountains where it's
snowy. I went snowboarding, not skiing. But I'm here for it. I think that'd be so much fun. Like when I went, I literally went by myself. Well, I went to the resort with my family, but no one did snowboard but me. And I was in Alaska at this great grand resort, and I was not going to pass up the opportunity. So it was still a lot of fun by myself, but just imagining like a big group of people there, and like maybe I wouldn't have been so afraid to go so fast on the hill and have to abort the mission.
Was it hard your first time attempting to do it?
No. So when I was just debating about snowboarding or skiing, when I was talking to the guy, he was like, snowboarding is easier to start on, but harder to master. Or snowboarding is, that's what I said. And then skiing is harder to get a hang of, but easier to master. And I'm like, I'm here for one day. I ain't about to master shit. Give me the snowboard. So that's what I did. And then for most of the time, I ain't gonna lie, I did the little baby hill that you just have to ride the little elevator up to the top.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was by myself. But I did pay for the lift, so I had to make sure I went on not the big hill, but the bigger hill a couple times. But like I would be going down and I start going so fast, like, oh, look at me, I'm doing it. And then I'd be going faster and faster. And I'm like, that brick wall looks really close. That brick wall looks really close. And then I just like throw myself off to the side.
Well, now you can do the big one, the big one.
Why?
Because you had experience with the other ones.
I never went down the hill on one turn. I always aborted it. Oh. I think maybe I did, but I did think I gave myself a concussion that time, and not. I think I gave myself a concussion on the baby hill for real. But like I fell so hard, and like I was like, oh shit, this don't feel right. So I took a break and I went out to my car and I took a little nap and I made one of my friends FaceTime me and just watch me and make sure I got up in 20 minutes so that I didn't like go into a coma or something. But I didn't. I was good. It just hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
It was fun. Got some good pictures. Could have got better pictures if someone was with me, but it's okay.
Those? No, that one picture specifically, you know which one I'm talking about. I love it so much. It looks like it was for a magazine.
Yeah, it looked like I was a professional snowboarder.
Yeah,
I was not.
I love it. Check out our Instagram if you want to see it. Alrighty, so are you ready for a game?
Dun, dun, dun. I am.
It's a fun, like, simple little would you rather.
Okay, that sounds easy enough.
All right. So the first one is, would you rather travel to a new country every month for a year or live in a luxury treehouse in Bali for 1 full year?
Definitely travel to a different place for a whole year. What was every month you said? Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely that one. As much as I would love to live in a treehouse in Bali for a year.
A luxury treehouse.
But to be able to see 12 different places, I think I gotta do that one.
Okay.
I got to. What are you picking?
I would say probably the live in Bali.
Okay.
Probably the live in Bali. Because, I mean, if you live in Bali, that don't mean you can't travel and explore the other places. Maybe not every month, but every other month.
Now, you ain't say all that.
All right, the second one. Would you rather go skydiving over the Swiss Alps or caging in South Africa?
And like cage diving?
Yeah. And I know you've been wanting to do that, so I figured that'd probably be
I really, really have. And I do want to do skydiving, but you said over the Swiss Alps?
Yeah.
That sounded a little scary.
Well, people do it all the time.
Okay, well, I'm going down with the shark. Wait, you said Africa, not Australia, right?
You
said Africa?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because Australia a little much, but
no, for real.
What are you doing?
Huh?
You doing skydiving?
Yeah, I would do this.
Yeah, I couldn't see you getting in a cage. Would you ever?
I seen this movie where like the cage. Like,
I've seen real footage of the cage of shark getting in the cage.
Getting in there? Oh yeah, I'm not playing with that.
Like recently,
but I guess skydiving is like everything's about 50-50. So
50-50. If it was 50-50, it wouldn't be a legal industry.
But I'm saying 50-50 is like you're either gonna survive or you're not. That's how I look at it.
True. But I like to think my chances of survival are a little bit more than 50-50.
Well,
anything over 50-50 is good.
Well, I'd probably be more interested in swimming with whales, but I'm not sure because I went last year. I had went, what is it called? Snorkeling.
Oh.
There was turtles and stingrays, and it was cool. It was nice to see them swimming from a distance. But at one point, we were like swimming close to one of the turtles, and I remember like I didn't want to be directly over it because it was like swimming up, and I definitely didn't want to touch it. And I just like started panicking because I felt like I was getting closer and closer. But luckily, my cousin put her like extended her arm, like I grabbed it, she pulled me towards her. I was panicked. I don't like touching animals that aren't like
a dog
or a cat. I might be okay with touching like
a hamster,
a monkey,
but not a turtle, a sea turtle.
What? Not a wild one.
What?
Not a wild one.
Are you allowed to touch him? You're probably not supposed to touch him. That would be so beautiful to see, though. That'd be so beautiful. I never seen a sea turtle in person. When I was on that yacht in a boat, I don't know what considers a yacht or a boat.
When I was on that yacht,
I know. I was like, you sound a little bougie. It might not have been a yacht. It was at a yacht club, and people do live on the boat, so I feel like it's a yacht. But anyway, everyone I was on the boat with, they saw the turtle, but I didn't get there fast enough. I was on the side of the boat drinking wine, so I missed it. But there's more chances where that came from. You need more?
Yes, I do. Alrighty. Would you rather dine at the world's best restaurant for a year for free, or take private cooking lessons from the top chefs around the globe?
Oh, definitely private cooking lessons.
Definitely,
Like what? I love eating out and
definitely.
everything, but to be able to like cook and know how, like I do know how to cook a little bit and know what I'm doing for sure, but like not at that level for sure, nowhere near that level. So like just to like have that up my sleeve, that'd be cool.
That'd be so cool because it's such a nice party trick, and I feel like
Dinner parties, hello.
what?
I'm trying to get one of my friends in Atlanta
That's
to
never
start
not
dinner
impressive.
parties because she can cook and she knows what she's doing for real. So when I get that information, I'm gonna plug y'all in for my Atlanta viewers.
Yeah. And like freaking, so like, but people can sing, people can dance, but there's people who are not really interested in like music like that or dance. So somebody can be like amazing, and someone's like, oh, just not that interested. But when it comes to food, if you can make great food, I don't know anybody who's not into that.
No, for sure. And then that's like extra points if you're like looking for a relationship because everyone wants a partner who can cook.
You hear me? I have one more.
Okay.
Would you rather?
Let's hear it.
This is about legacy.
Okay.
Would you rather do one unforgettable thing that people will talk about forever, or quietly inspire thousands of lives without them ever knowing your name?
Read the first one again. I'm sorry. I'd do something small.
Do one unforgettable thing that people will talk about forever, or quietly inspire thousands of lives without them ever knowing your name?
I mean, I think it really depends on what that big thing is. Like if I solve world hunger and remembers my name, yeah, I'm picking that one because what if I inspire 1,000 people to go have sex? Like, what am I inspiring them to do? But it really, I don't think I really would be for the like, remembering my name. You know what I mean? It's just it's hard to answer because
It's about the impact.
Yeah, if I'm doing something that's really, 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 really big, that's like really helping people or really like changing the world for the good.
Right. If it's that unforgettable that they're going to be talking about your name forever.
Exactly. I'm definitely picking that one. But if it's like I'm gonna inspire 1,000 people to do the next 1,000 great things, I might pick that one and just let me play a little underroll. It just really depends on like the difference there. I really don't think I'm like really big on like you have to remember my name. I don't really feel that way. I really just feel like I really want the people who knew me to really think very highly of me. So that's why maybe I do lean toward the 1,000 one, but it really just depends on what it is.
Yeah.
To give you a long-winded answer.
I get that. I 100% agree with that. That'd probably be my answer as well.
I feel like he just keeps taking my answers today.
I was agreeing, not taking it down. All right, but now I think it's time to move on to our 30 for 30.
Which would be for me, since it is my birthday, I will give you guys a 30 for 30. Since I'm 29. Well, not yet, but So for my 30 for 30 today, it's really about how I feel like for a lot of our 20s and even probably our childhoods, we spent a lot of time pouring into other people and caring and loving people, which is very, very great. And I'm so grateful that I have that mentality in my life. But it's really time to pour into myself and live it up. So going forward, I really want to make sure that I'm pouring into my cup first, and then all that overflow to everybody else, and we're gonna live it up while my cup is super full. And yeah,
I love that.
live it
I
up.
love that. That was some beautiful insight.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course. And thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us on this episode of As We Live It Up.
For sure. Like we said earlier in this episode, doing this is like a part of living it up. We have the conversations that we have. sometimes in the middle of these conversations, I feel like I'm learning things about myself because when it comes out here, it's like the first time that I'm either thinking about something
Same,
or trying to
100%. I'm like,
actualize
oh
it.
wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this is living it up.
You're looking at it.
Yeah. And we're putting ourselves out there. And I feel like, especially with the first season to now, there's a lot more comfortability. So going through the phases of awkwardness, which sometimes I still feel like, all right, we're in an awkward stage, but it's getting better. Or just like, feeling a little timid and shy about the whole thing. And now we're here, like, and it's exciting to be in the studio and get these episodes out.
Yep. We're growing.
Yeah. And figuring it out
as we go.
Well, with that being said, check us out on Instagram, please. You can follow me at eternal.lid.
You can follow me at lee.ahh5.
You can follow the podcast at As We Go, the podcast.
And don't forget to check us out on YouTube.
Subscribe.
YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We are there all over.
Yes. And you can also check us out at interviews.com.
So yeah, get with us. Love you guys. Bye. It's hot as hell.
It's hot as fuck.
Putting my wave out. I'm sweating for real.